We actually only started 2 years ago, but I was a director for one of the major construction companies, and I just saw that in the market, they don't really uplift the people. So what we're trying to do now, we're trying to do it right, do real upliftment, and we've helped a few emerging contractors getting their projects back on track. Well, because they were late, so we helped them implementing some program skills, some coordination skills, planning, ordering, and all the skills that's required to make a project work. Because there's a lot of activities in one project, and it's hard to coordinate everything, that the whole thing comes together. So we've helped a few emerging contractors doing this successfully, and that's what we try. That's what we want to do as our core business in future. And I think that is just because we've got experience in construction. We are a construction company, so we know where the loopholes are. We know where the problem areas are. We know where the skills are required. What happens if you don't plan? Because if you don't plan, nothing happens. And that is the biggest problem. People actually get the projects, but it's just that little bit of planning and put it on paper. And when it's on paper, just do the work as per the program. Then you can't be late. Then skills development will happen automatically. Completion dates will be met automatically because everybody's working with the same plan. That includes the contractor, the architect, the engineer. So you help everybody on that project with a plan. I think it's very important for the big guys, but a lot of times the big guys is using the smaller guys, but the smaller guys don't get the dollars. The big guys are getting the dollars because you've got an emerging contractor that's doing, say for instance, formwork or concrete work, but the big contractors is using the small guys to work under him. So what happens, the big guy gets all the profit and the small guy he's going to stay emerging for the next 10 years because he's working under the big contractor. And the big contractors will just keep the people there, and because they're protecting their interests and their shareholders and the stock exchange, they're protecting themselves, and that was probably their job. But I think if the investors from other countries want to bring money in South Africa, the first thing to start is good, because they know if they give the money to the big contractors, their money has been used well. But their monies can be used well for emerging contractors as well. If they got just somebody that can help them to plan the job. Because exactly what I'm saying, we all get our materials and equipment from the same people. It's just how to manage them. So that small emerging contractor can also benefit from the major investors, not just the big guys. Because that's why the big guys are growing and the emerging contractors is going to stay emerging unless we do something to change that. I think it's very important because you can see different ways of doing things, because in South Africa we just set in our ways, that's how we do it. Overseas they've done things different ways, sometimes much cheaper and much more effective, and the quality is also good. So the more we can interact with different contractors in different countries, the better for South Africa's industry, because it can help our industry tremendously. I think it will just help thinking differently, because we've tried a lot of different things, alternative housing, alternative bricks, alternative, you have to, the green way of thinking. I just think the biggest thing is that we have to work together with other countries to see where we can benefit from them and they can learn from us. Sometimes we also got good ideas, and I think partnership is a good thing all over the place, because partnership actually makes any person grow, any company grow. I agree. And that we actually set up a company that's just going to do planning around goals and meeting targets.
Mm-hmm.
And that planning was set up 2 weeks ago. So, and I think that what the lady said from business school is 100% correct. Because if you can plan a job, and that's what I've been saying, and everybody works as a team together on the end goal, what can go wrong? The problem is different people's got different agendas. That's why the end goal always changes. And they always play the blame game. And they blame this person, it's not that person and this person. It's about the job, like I said earlier. If everybody plans a project, and I'll give you our profile and what we're going to do, exactly what we're going to do. If we can work according to that, and like I said, then the targets and the end dates. Because we are a country that wants to meet end dates. We are very determined to meet end dates. If we can show the people how to do that, it will just go much better. Money won't be lost, money won't, and it will be done properly. And I think in the next 5 years, I think if I can just train 20 companies, or I can help one council like Ekurhuleni Council, if I can help them, show the rest of the country that if you, not giving a guy a project, but give a guy a project with the necessary assistance and help, service delivery will happen. It will happen. It won't be an issue. You'll have much less strikes. You'll protest because people get what they expect. Because if you say I'm going to build a hospital, the people expect it at the end of the year. Then next year comes, it's not finished. Then 2 years come, and that's when people get agitated because people are getting sick. They thought the hospital was going to be there, it's not there. So it just, the problem gets bigger. So sort out the problem just at the development stage, at the construction stage. Otherwise it won't get political, it won't get national, it won't get international. We sort it right there in the beginning, sort the problem out. I won't do a project.
Okay.
I won't do a project. I would help the people to complete the projects.
Okay.
To teach them the self-esteem, self-motivation. If you plan everything right, the end date will be there.